Hello, welcome to the UPS Store Franchise Opportunity webinar, and congratulations on taking the first step towards owning
your own, the UPS Store. What started in 1980 as a convenient alternative to the post office has grown into one of the premier franchising networks in the world. Recognized as an industry leader, the UPS Store continues to define and lead the business services category with its distinguished world-class
brand. Over the next 30 minutes, you will learn all about the UPS Store franchise opportunity. Before we start, I want to highlight exactly what you can expect to take away from this presentation. First, we'll start at the beginning and share with you the history of the UPS Store. Then you will learn about our customers, our products, our services, and our solutions. Next, we will define the UPS Store opportunity for you and what's required to open a franchise location. And finally, we will discuss the franchisee qualification process and how to take the next step. UPS Store centers are locally owned and operated and provide essential and value-added services to individuals and small businesses, regardless of where they live, work, or travel. Our centers offer a variety of shipping, freight, postal, printing, and business services with convenient locations and world-class customer service. Typically situated in shopping centers and commercial complexes, the UPS Store centers can also be found in non-traditional locations, such as universities, convention centers, hotels, and military bases. In fact, over 84% of the U.S. population is located within 10 miles of a UPS Store location. In 1980, our network was founded in Carlsbad, California, not far from our current headquarters in San Diego. We were considered a convenient alternative to the post office that provided an expanded portfolio of products and services. Then, through the 80s and 90s, our network grew to over 2,000 stores. In 2001, the company was acquired by UPS, and in 2003, the network rebranded as the UPS Store. A year later, in 2004, over 500 new franchisees joined the network, a record of phenomenal growth for the company. As we grew, our business evolved to serve a broader base of customers, and today, our network has doubled in size with over 4,500 UPS Store locations throughout the U.S., and we're still growing. To date, we are the largest network of retail shipping, postal, and business centers with opportunities available nationwide. Throughout the company's historic growth, one thing has remained constant: the commitment of our franchisees to provide personalized and convenient business solutions and to deliver a world-class customer experience. Today is your chance to explore the UPS Store franchise opportunity. Our network is still growing, and new and existing locations are available nationwide. Aspiring entrepreneurs have been in business for 30-plus years with the UPS Store. We provide them with the operating systems and the support that have been carefully developed and tested. Our commitment begins with attracting the highest caliber of franchise owners to represent our brand. Our franchise owners are the faces of our business, so they must be passionate and dedicated to serving our customers, making their lives a little bit easier. But that's not all we're looking for. The ideal franchisee candidate should also be outgoing and be active in their community, have the ability to lead and motivate their staff, possess an entrepreneurial spirit while understanding the importance of following a proven model. We are looking for candidates who are hardworking and are ready to help with whatever comes their way. The UPS Store continues to be recognized as an industry leader year after year. Featured as one of the top 50 franchises since 1989, Entrepreneurs Magazine Franchise 500 named the UPS Store the #1 franchise in our category since 1991. This proves that throughout our history, our franchise network has remained resilient and strong. Our current franchisees recognize our brand strength as well and continue to grow their business portfolio through multiple center ownership. Over 50% of our locations are owned by multiple center owners, and we expect that number to continue to grow.
Our organization takes great pride in supporting our armed forces and honoring our heroes. Recently, Entrepreneur Magazine listed the UPS Store as one of the top 10 franchise brands for veterans. We are proud participants in the International Franchise Association's Veterans Transition Franchise Initiative, or VETFRAN. Qualifying veterans and their spouses are eligible to receive a special discount. It's our way of saying thank you for their military service and to assist them in successfully transitioning into civilian life. More detailed information will be provided to you by your local area representative. Tim Davis, president of the UPS Store, speaks about why veterans are well suited to become franchisees.
The primary reason that we support veterans is not just because of the service for their country, which we're entirely grateful. I'm a veteran myself. We support veterans in franchising because they are ideal franchisees. Veterans coming from the military are used to a system, and franchising is all about operating a system. Their experience working under a system like that make them great candidates for the franchising model. They know how to follow an operations manual. They know how to work the system that they're given, and they take great initiative and pride in what they do.
No other franchise in our industry is as recognized as the UPS Store. But our brand is not just a logo. It's an experience reinforced by our brand identity and our franchisees. Our customers always come first, and we constantly strive to exceed their expectations and deliver a great customer experience each and every time. We invest millions of dollars each year to build awareness of the UPS Store brand through numerous national and regional channels, such as television, online, print, and radio. We also offer public relations support and provide turnkey marketing tools to our franchisees to help them get out from behind the counter and into their local community. Local store marketing is vital to the success of our individual stores. Customers must be aware that we're there and we're ready to help with anything they need. Franchisees have access to an internal marketing help center that provides a marketing calendar and numerous templates for marketing materials that can be used for both in-store and out-of-store initiatives. Let's listen to what Michelle Van Slyke, Vice President of Marketing, has to say about the UPS Store brand power.
Well, really the best part, when you first open up your UPS store, you have the benefit of having a brand that's been around over 100 years, where, again, a mom and pop does not have that, because you know best what your community is like and how you can relate to people, and that's also huge. We're leveraging that right now. We leverage it on a national level, and we leverage that within our co-op as well. So being locally owned and operated is one of our key strategic points within marketing.
Most people don't realize all the things that can be done at the UPS Store. Having UPS as part of our name instantly lets people know that we ship packages. But what is great about our business is that we do so much more. We offer a variety of products and services to meet the needs of our customers, from shipping a holiday gift for a busy mom to printing a happy hour banner for a local restaurant. The UPS Store becomes an important part of their community. Let's take a look at who our customers are, what products and services we offer, and the solutions we provide. The UPS Store is committed to providing personalized and professional solutions to all of our customers. A great number of our customers are small business owners. Recent figures from the U.S. Census show that there are 28 million small businesses in the U.S., and the majority are based out of a person's home. The UPS Store is an important source of essential business services and support for these individuals and small businesses who lack the resources, equipment, and the support they might otherwise find in a larger business. Here is a short video that speaks to how the UPS Store network serves the small business community.
Sometimes, small businesses need a big hand. That's why the UPS Store created the Small Business Gateway. So what exactly is the Small Business Gateway? It's the name of the UPS Store's strategy to shift from being just a packing and shipping location to an overall community small business resource center. Small businesses are our best customers, visiting more often, using more services, and spending more on every profit center. To make them our priority, we're focused on 3 major pillars, which guide the development of tools, training, programs, and communications in everything we do. First, we offer a broad range of products and services small business owners need to survive. Secondly, we provide that we-can-do attitude that small business owners thrive on. And lastly, we're locally owned, and we get to know our small business owners personally, offering custom solutions geared toward their particular business. And the UPS Store is the first nationwide retailer to offer 3D printing services in-store, changing the way startups, small businesses, and inventors bring their ideas to life. Developing a strong relationship between small business owners and the UPS Store is crucial, and we understand that. And our long-term goal isn't just to focus on the small businesses of today. We're looking forward to the small businesses of tomorrow. Small businesses are an important part of our country and the UPS Store. And that's why the UPS Store and our Small Business Gateway is making small businesses our big initiative.
In addition to the typical retail consumer and small business customer, we serve corporate clients and customers as well. We work with a number of fast-growing Fortune 500 companies to help them streamline their operations through our Corporate Retail Solutions program. This program provides large corporations with customized solutions to meet their needs, as well as the needs of their customers. This is just another way we are helping to drive new customers to our locations and providing another revenue stream for our franchisees. With over 4,500 locations across the country, the UPS Store is UPS's largest retail channel. We provide convenient access points for product delivery, returns and exchanges, as well as essential products and services such as print to ensure large corporations, employees, or customers get what they need. The UPS Store locations offer a wide range of products and services, including packing and shipping, mailbox services, professional printing services, and more. Let's take a look at our product offerings. We are the certified packing experts and can pack and ship everything from homemade pies to fine china to a franchise network that provides a pack and ship guarantee. If we pack it and ship it, we guarantee it will be delivered safely. Shipping an even bigger items such as a pool table, a grandfather clock, or artwork, most of our locations offer competitively priced solutions for your freight shipments. The UPS Store ships it all. With our mailbox services, our customers no longer have to wait at home for a package delivery or risk having valuable shipments left on their doorstep. Customers receive a real street address, not a P.O. box, and we can receive packages from any carrier, and in most locations, we provide secure 24-hour access. Additionally, our customers can receive email or text message notifications when their mail and packages arrive. With our mail forwarding services, we forward mail to our customers anywhere they are. If they have a mobile business or they work from home, the UPS Store mailbox address provides a professional storefront and makes it easier for their customers to stay in touch. Small businesses need to promote their business in order to grow. One way to do this is through print advertising. We provide full-service, full-color digital printing and document finishing. Our franchisees can produce everything from business cards to banners in any size or quantity. Think about all the different businesses in your community. Not every business has the need to ship something, but most need something printed. A menu, a brochure, a banner promoting a sale. At the very least, every business needs business cards. Providing convenience to our customers is our primary goal. With our online print website, our customers can easily upload, customize, preview, and submit their projects from any place at any time. Our online printing website is running with features that let customers do more, like creating and designing small business projects. The UPS Store is their one-stop print shop when they need it now and need it to look good. The UPS Store Network is the first nationwide retailer to offer 3D print as a service. We utilize a professional-grade 3D printer that uses real ABS plastic, provides accurate and true-to-design results, and makes complex and functional prototypes. 3D Print is an innovative solution that is helping small business owners like manufacturers, engineers, and designers take their ideas from concept to reality. Small businesses helping small businesses. That's the UPS Store Network. We're here to give small businesses a hand. We're their one-stop shop for products and services, and we're conveniently right down the street. Our customers and business clients rely on the UPS Store for superior business service solutions and impeccable customer support. We have teamed up with several national companies to help small business owners promote, protect, and manage their growing business. As a UPS Store franchisee, you will be well positioned to help small businesses in your neighborhood. Now, let's listen to Chris Adkins, Vice President of Sales, talk about the franchise opportunities available today.
There are multiple opportunities for anyone who wants to be part of this network. You can be a traditional store owner, which many of you see in suburban areas, in shopping centers. We have just opened a new rural type market called Main Street, and our Main Street model is designed to serve the business needs of small business owners in smaller communities. We have non-traditional opportunities. We operate about 170 non-traditional units right now on everything from military bases to hotels to universities and even some self-storage facilities. So the opportunities are what the prospect wants them to be. So you can come in and own one business, you can come in and own multiple stores if that's your desire.
So let's talk about the investment for a traditional center. The total initial investment includes the franchise fee for a 10-year franchise agreement. It includes center design, build-out, and construction. It also includes fixtures, signage, computer hardware and software equipment, and initial inventory. And finally, it includes training, travel, and working capital. When you move forward in our discovery process, you will be provided our Franchise Disclosure Document, or FDD. Inside, you will find a cost range of the total initial franchise investment. This range takes into account the startup costs for a new The UPS Store Center, and it will vary based on the size of the center, the area of the U.S. the center is located, as well as the type of center. What that means is the cost for a 1,200 square foot center in Chicago may be vastly different than a 2,000 square foot center in Florida. When you speak to your local area development representative, they will be able to provide you a better picture of the average cost in your market. Franchisees must meet the UPS Store minimum financial requirements. Assets can be met through any combination of cash, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, retirement accounts, or other non-borrowed source. Additionally, a co-applicant may assist in meeting this requirement. The UPS Store is committed to helping small businesses no matter where they're located. We know how important it is for business owners to have access to resources to help them run their business, and how in a rural community this can be challenging. Rural communities often have fewer businesses nearby, which also means fewer places to turn to for help. The UPS Store launched the Main Street program to fill this void. We offer our full range of products and services to meet the needs of small business owners everywhere. Our Main Street model provides reduced fees and startup costs to help make it easier to open up a UPS Store location in a smaller town or community. During your first interview, your area development manager will be able to provide more specifics on this offering and if your desired location qualifies. Now, let's review the steps to qualify for a new or existing The UPS Store location and how we help you along the way. Once you have been approved and awarded a franchise, we will help you select a location for your center. Using best-in-class mapping and demographic technology, we will help you evaluate available sites in your area and assist you with lease negotiations. Each center will have a defined territory that is assessed individually by the UPS Store corporate office. Site selection is very important, and we want to ensure your location provides you the best opportunity. We also take care of the center design and construction. We'll evaluate the size and shape of your center and create a custom floor plan. We coordinate with local contractors, procure all construction permits and bids, as well as ordering and installing equipment and fixtures. This helps us ensure consistency throughout our network. The UPS Store can provide access to financial resources that know and trust our brand and that can help with your financing needs. We encourage you to research your options thoroughly and to work with someone who specializes in franchise financing. Obtaining a small business loan is a lengthy process because it is a federally insured loan. Lenders evaluate two sides of the opportunity, the business and the borrower. The first side is the viability and sustainability of the business. Because of our relationship with Guidant Financial, that part of the process is already done. They have done their research and are comfortable with our franchise business, our models, and operating systems. Second, lenders are going to assess you as the borrower. They all have their own eligibility criteria and application process, and each applicant will need to meet their individual qualifications. The American Society for Training and Development is the world's largest professional association dedicated to the training and development field. The UPS Store was honored with their Peak Performance Award for outstanding training programs. Here at the UPS Store, we spend a lot of time preparing new franchisees before they open for business. Our training program covers opening to closing processes and everything in between. Listen to Kevin Foley, our Vice President of Training and Development, explain the training process for new franchisees.
The new franchisee receives a number of different types of training when they purchase the UPS Store franchise. It's about 5 weeks worth of training, and the first week is involving web-based training. The second week, they actually go to a training center and work with a certified trainer. Weeks 3 and 4, they wind up in San Diego at the university, and that's where we teach the business acumen. And there's also a 3-day print training that they go through as well. And then the last week, or week 5, they wind up back in the training center working with the certified trainer.
It's all about the system. Following the system is critical to our success. Our network has more than 30 years of franchising experience. At our corporate headquarters, we have 300-plus individuals to assist franchisees with all their operational needs. From marketing to technology to operations and procurement, we're here to help. Our local field support and franchise consultants work countless hours to provide the support needed to grow their business. Additionally, we are committed to developing new products and services to help franchisees keep pace with an ever-changing marketplace. Our Corporate Retail Solutions Department continues to add new national accounts to our portfolio. Following our system is key, which is why we offer additional training resources and networking opportunities to help you develop your skills. Our Vice President of Operations, Jim Hillquist, outlines the various ways we support our franchisees.
We have a main operations plan that we look and review every year, and we support that operations plan through an operations manual which describes our initiatives and our processes in order to achieve our goals. And then we also then have a regional or area structure that is, an area franchisee and an area franchise consultant, which comes to your franchise store at least once per quarter and goes through our processes and procedures and absolutely shows opportunities that we have to make our customer experience better, to help grow our business as well. And then finally, we have quarterly network meetings where we get all the franchisees together in the geographical area, and we train on new items. We train on areas that we, again, have opportunities to improve upon. And also we get that interaction between franchisees as well. Their key goal here is to make sure you don't feel alone as a franchisee, that you have a support network, whether that be information or support coming from corporate or from the area level or from your network meetings as well, your local level.
This is a service-based business, and our franchisees represent our brand. The best franchisees have built relationships with those in their community. They serve their customers with a smile. They're part of the local Chamber of Commerce, and they network with other local business owners to promote their center. Our customers appreciate the services we provide and return again and again because of outstanding customer service. And it all starts with franchisees who are enthusiastic and enjoy what they do each and every day. Joining a franchise network can be one of the most rewarding business decisions you will ever make. Here at the UPS Store, our approval process occurs in 4 stages. First is the inquiry stage, where you are at today. During this stage, you will have the opportunity to attend a webinar and complete an applicant profile. The application stage consists of the first interview, the franchise disclosure documents, validation and due diligence, submission of financial documents, and the executive interview. Validation and due diligence is where we encourage you to speak to other franchisees about the UPS Store business opportunity to help you gauge your potential return on investment. Next is the approval stage that includes the letter of intent and initial application fee. Once you're approved, you're on to stage 4, the opening stage. Here, financing is secured, site and leases are approved, training is completed, franchise agreement is signed, and center build-out is completed. The time it takes to progress from application to approval to center opening varies. However, you can expect the process to take 4 to 6 months. Now, are you ready to take the next step? The next step begins with the qualification process. There is no commitment at this time. Simply complete your online applicant profile. Once we have your application, we can connect you with your local representative who will conduct your first interview and then provide you with our franchise disclosure document. Franchising is governed by the Federal Trade Commission. Every franchisor must provide you with a copy of their FDD, as well as their franchise agreement, and you must have the opportunity to review those documents before you can make any financial commitment to the organization. Our FDD will provide you detailed information regarding the franchise opportunity. It includes our franchise performance representation that gives the historical financial performance of the UPS Store network. Make sure you allow yourself plenty of time to review our FDD in its entirety so you are comfortable with our business model and franchise offering before you move any further in the process. Before we close, let's listen to what some of our current franchisees like most about being a part of the UPS Store network.
I wanted to be in business for myself, but not by myself, so I looked at franchising as an opportunity to do that. I looked around my neighborhood, realized that what we really needed was a business services location, and I looked at all the different offerings and found that the UPS Store was by far the best way to go.
Since being in the UPS Store network, we've been able to reach our financial goals thus far just through new revenue streams and the involvement of our business over the last 10 years. You know, it's grown to be not only just packing and shipping in mailboxes, but the printing arena, you know, and just you constantly see new things that headquarters is trying to create new revenue streams for us and to help us achieve those goals and to maintain a positive cash flow in what we see as a ever-changing marketplace for our business.
I've compared the UPS Store franchise to other franchise organizations in meeting with other owners over time, and the support that they receive versus the support that I've received is second to none. I am constantly amazed and impressed by the amount of support that corporate office provides us. Our area franchisee consultant is phenomenal. We've got marketing materials readily at hand. We've got everything we need to make it work.
What I enjoy most about being a franchisee for the UPS Store is meeting people's challenges and expectations. It seems like every day gives us a new opportunity to help another person, to help another small business, to answer a question, to solve a problem. And that's what I like most.
There's so many things I enjoy about being a UPS Store franchisee. You just have no idea. Just the interaction with the customers. Having friendships develop out of customers. It's just very heartwarming. Helping customers that have no clue what they're coming into my store for, and being able to have the answers and the solutions that helps them to get what they want done above and beyond what they even thought of. It's a great feeling. I also enjoy working with my associates.
Owning a UPS store really has been a fabulous opportunity for me and really has dramatically changed my life. Anyone who knows me know I have two big passions in my life, my family and my career. And the passion that I have owning a UPS store, running my own business, has given me the flexibility both from a schedule standpoint and financially to explore my other passion, and that's my family. I'm very active with my children. I manage many sports teams. I'm involved in my daughter's recitals. And from a schedule standpoint, being my own boss at the UPS store allows me to fully develop that. So it's been nothing but a tremendous opportunity and has really given me a different outlook on life.
I think what makes this franchise so successful is just the vast number of people that make it up, whether it be us as individual store owners or our associates, our area franchisee staff or their support staff, and even the people at the corporate office. I mean, we feel really connected to everybody.
That concludes our Franchise Opportunity webinar. We certainly thank you for your time and your interest. We encourage you to complete your applicant profile today and then set up a time to speak to a local area representative. Take charge of your future. Join the UPS Store Network today.
I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. This was a lot of information, so you will soon receive a recording to review at your leisure. We will now begin our question and answer session. Matthew, while our guests are formulating their questions, please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Hughes, and as Ian said, I am an area development manager for the UPS store. My territory covers the majority of Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, and I've been selling franchises since 1998 with other organizations. I've also been a franchisee with another organization as well, so I do know the challenges and questions that you face through our process. With all that great stuff being said, Ian, let's go ahead and get some of the questions we have today.
Absolutely, Matthew. And as a reminder to everyone attending, please use the chat box located to the left of your screen for any questions. Our first question is, I'm very interested in becoming a franchisee for UPS, but I do not have experience with running my own business. What qualifications is UPS looking for in a franchisee?
That's a very good question, Ian, and you do not necessarily need to have been a small business owner or a business owner in the past. What we're looking for are energetic, outgoing, customer service-oriented people that would also come into the network and utilize the great tools that we have available for them. We are going to educate you how to be a business owner through our training program, which is one of the best training programs that I've personally attended, I must add. So it's not necessarily a requirement. And so, therefore, I would say that as part of the qualification process, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for energetic, outgoing, customer service-oriented people. Great question, Ian.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, if I'm only interested in existing UPS stores, is there a different process I need to follow?
Not at this time. The process is exactly the same for both existing store locations that possibly are for sale and as well as new locations as well. So at this time in the process, it is exactly the same. Now, it will change a little bit, and your area development manager can inform you specifically as you go through the transfer process on the steps for those. Great question.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, the webinar video had mentioned the veteran discounts. Could you go into a little bit more detail of what that is?
Absolutely, and we're very, very proud of our military servicemen and women. And with that being said, we offer a $10,000 discounted rate on our franchise fee. Our franchise fee is currently $29,950, and that is reduced by $10,000 to $19,950, just as a little thank you to our servicemen and women.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, could you go into a little more detail about the training process, particularly when I have to come out to San Diego, California?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I briefly mentioned earlier, I've been personally through 3 or 4 different corporate training processes throughout my career. And I can say that we have the most detail-oriented training program. Our franchisees are truly ready to hit the ground running. But just as a brief overview, and one of the reasons why it is as good as it is because we have about 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks total of training that you complete as you go through our process. The very first week is at your leisure at your computer with our online training. Another week would then be in one of our certified training centers as you get familiar with all the processes and products and equipment that we have. And then you will spend 2 weeks, approximately, it's actually 13 days, I believe, but approximately 2 weeks at our San Diego Training Center at our corporate office, and which that does include print training as well. And then finally, you'll go back to your training store and spend an additional week implementing everything you learned at corporate training. And at that point in time, you are really ready to go. Now, you'll work directly with us as you go through this process, and we will be helping to schedule these at the appropriate times that are convenient to you as well. Good question, Ian.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, do I need to be a U.S. citizen to open up a UPS store in the United States?
That is a very good question. Now, you do not necessarily need to be a U.S. citizen, but you do need to have your green card. I would suggest anyone that is interested in being a franchisee continue through the process and get to meet your ADM on what's called the first interview, which is probably coming up soon for a lot of our callers today. Continue that process and speak directly with your area development manager if you're in that situation, and they will be able to explain to you in detail exactly the steps and things that we need to do. Good question.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, could you go into a little bit more detail about the application and funding requirements, specifically about the application fee?
Sure. Now, the application fee is one of the initial fees that is the beginning part of the process. This is, I'd say, 3 or 4 steps away from where we are today. But the reason for the application fee, it is not an additional fee. It's very important to know that. It is not in addition to your franchise fee. It is actually part of your franchise fee that you pay up front. It is an application fee that we accept at that time when we are approving your funding and your application and getting you what we call funding approved. And it's a very important part of the process. But just keep in mind, it's not an additional fee. It is actually part of your franchise fee. Do we have any other good questions, Ian?
Of course, Matthew. Let's keep them coming. The next one is, if I am interested in opening multiple stores, do I need to submit an application fee for each store?
Yes, you will need to, excuse me, yes, you would need to have an application fee for each and every store that you are interested in doing a purchasing to that case. With that being said, though, the franchise fee is reduced by $10,000 for your second location. So the franchise fee for your initial first only location is $29,950, and then the franchise fee for every additional location after that is $19,950. But to answer the question, yes, you will need the application fee for each and every center that you do.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, the webinar video had mentioned the Main Street store model. How did the startup costs compare?
Great question. Now, the average startup cost for a traditional location is approximately $160,000 to $435,000. That is actually reduced to approximately $131,000 to $275,000 total for our rural Main Street location. And we all will be speaking to you in detail for you guys that are on the call that have something that may be considered rural or Main Street. Great question.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, if I am moving through the process with the area development manager, will they be able to answer questions such as return on investment?
They cannot unfortunately, and it's no different than any other company that is out there that I personally work for. What we will not be able to answer any questions about return on investment or projecting profits in our centers. What we're going to do as part of the process is we're going to request that you download a federal disclosure document. You're going to want to reach out to our franchisees. And the reason you want to reach out to the franchisees, not only to get your return on investment as well as your profit-related questions answered, you want to find out what their day-to-day life is like, how often they're in the centers, what they do, what they think, get the pros and cons. So it's very, very important that you reach out to our franchisees to get their perspective on the day-to-day operations of their centers, as well as to get those return on investment and profit-related questions answered. Great question, Ian.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, do you allow a franchisee to be an absentee owner, or do you require them to be an owner-operator?
It is not required that you're an owner-operator. But with that being said, you must know that any time the cat is away, the mice will play. Our centers that are completely left alone and very rarely looked in upon by the franchisee themselves typically are just not operationally as well run as our centers where people and the franchisees are heavily involved in the business. Now, please don't mistake to think that we expect our franchisees to be there open and close every day. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the actual owners who are hardly ever present. Now, it is allowed, but you will need to have those conversations with your ADM about the processes that you are going to put in place to ensure that the centers run correctly. Great question, Ian.
Thank you, Matthew. We will take a few more questions, and then we will start wrapping it up. The next question is, how many employees should I hire for my store?
Very, very good question. And the average store has between 5 and 9 employees. Your franchise business consultant that will be assisting you in opening of your center will be able to give you a better insight as far as the area and maybe even give you some ideas about how many you'll need to start up with. That's going to vary from store to store to store. So with that being said, I can tell you the average location has between 5 and 9.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question is, and how many hours should I be open every week?
Great question. And it's required that you're open for 58 hours, Monday through Saturday, and those hours must be consistent. What I mean by that is you can't put your hours as closing at 3 o'clock on Wednesday and 6 o'clock on Thursday. So Monday through Friday, you have to be consistent. It has to be a total of 58. And Sundays is optional for you to be open or not. And we kind of leave it up to you and your franchise business consultants to decide what the best fit of hours are for each and every center, because each and every center is going to be a little different. Is the traffic going to be heavier in the morning, the nighttime, midday? So we'll figure all that out as we go along, but those are the hour requirements.
Thank you, Matthew. The next question will be the last question. You had mentioned the franchise disclosure document. Could you again explain how I can obtain that?
Absolutely. One of the very next steps in the process for most of you will be to have a first interview with your area development manager. At that time, they will give you an opportunity to download or request a hard copy of the federal disclosure document. So it's coming up very, very, very soon for most of you attending the call.
Thank you, Matthew, and thank you to everyone participating in today's webinar. If we were not able to get through all of your questions, we encourage you to take the next step in the discovery process. If you have not already done so, please complete your personal profile online at franchise.theupsstore.com. We will then connect you with one of our area representatives, like Matthew, who can discuss the available opportunities in your area. Matthew, do you have any final thoughts before we end our presentation today?
Sure. I just want to thank everyone for their interest into the UPS Store franchise. We're very excited that you're on the call, and we are looking forward to speaking to you one-on-one with your ADMs. And good luck in the process, and I wish you well.
Thank you to everyone who attended again, and have a great rest of the day.